him, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being for real. Because I was so used to like talking to light-skinned boys. Or I done met a roughneck country bumpkin nigga who would do everything for me.
One of the most common things you hear in dating nowadays is that, oh, nah, I wouldn't date that person because they're not my type. Oh, they're not tall enough. They're not my type. Oh, nah, I like light skin instead of dark skin. They're not my type. Oh, I like white instead of black. They're not my type. Like, you hear this a lot, but you usually hear this from people that's still in the field, looking around, still looking for people. So it's like, why exactly are you telling people, nah, that person's not my type, as if your type works for you? Which leaves me to wonder, is your type the problem? Like, what you're going for, is that the problem? Which led me down a rabbit hole. Pause. I found this video of this lady explaining, talking about her husband, and the title of it says, I am not attracted to my husband. Let's check it out.
Okay, wait. Okay, so I've been seeing this a lot with Clarence and Queen, but it's genuinely true. Like, you cannot date your type. If you are constantly dating your type and it ain't working out, girl, check them DMs. Look at his picture. If it's like, that's the one. I'm telling you, baby. When I met my boyfriend, who's my husband now, he'd even tell you, baby, it took me a little minute to, you know what I'm saying, you know. It took me about 2 days to start liking him. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being for real. About 2 days, okay? Because I was so used to like talking to light-skinned boys or just talking to boys who were more worried about their self, right? I done met a roughneck country bumpkin nigga who would do everything for me, and I almost passed him up because he was dark-skinned. A little rough. Oh, y'all, when I tell you I would have been out here working 3 jobs, I was with him. I'm telling you right now. Them niggas that care about themselves, they're going to have you out here working 3 jobs just to fulfill what they need in their purpose in life. Baby, my man ain't never told me to go get no job. When he came to see me and he told my mom and them, he said, no, I want to take her so I can take care of her. I got this. My daddy handed me over so freely because he said, oh, okay. Because his actions had already shown who he was. I'm telling y'all, this man learned I was a vegetarian then when he met me. This man learned everything that I like to eat. I got out of practice one day, out of basketball practice. I was so tired, so hungry. I went to go see him while he pulled out my favorite. I'm telling you, if he wanted to, he would. That's why I be looking at people like, girl, my man Ben showed me who he was in 2011. I ain't never letting go. I ain't never letting go. This is us. When I tell you I'm never letting go of that nigga, because he ain't never letting me go. And when you got somebody that ain't never letting you go because you ain't never letting them go, baby, get out of here. I'm just saying, for real though, like, y'all please stop dating like that. Like, it's kind of like a fairy tale. Seriously. Why are you dating somebody that is like as beautiful as you are? Let that nigga be obsessed with you. I'm just saying, I'm sorry, whatever. But I ain't even gonna lie, girl, after them 2 days, that 48 hours, baby, he had me so dipped. My doggone nose was so wide open. I had just knew I loved that man and he loved me too. I ain't even lying, we fell in love so quick, like so fast. And when I tell you he's so fine to me, like I will lick. My husband is so fine to me. I'm telling you.
All right, so that video could be perceived in a lot of different ways. So I got different messages out of that video. I'll just say this. I don't know how I would feel if my lady's getting up on the internet talking about I'm a roughneck. Like, you know, talk about how she used to like good looking dudes that, you know, cared about their looks, but she almost turned me down because I'm a roughneck. Now, I don't really know how I feel about that part right there, but I think the overall message at where she's getting at, I think there is something you can learn from it. But the way she went about it is very much controversial, and the people is not liking what she said. Listen to this dude right here.
Y'all are getting on the internet just saying anything now. I just saw Mark talk about a video where a lady was on, you know, TikTok talking about how she's not truly attracted to her husband. And I thought, surely he's leaving out some context. I looked the video up. This lady is up here talking about how she was never attracted to her husband like that. Like it took her a minute to warm up because she liked light-skinned men, and she almost passed up this roughneck country bumpkin who would do anything for her. Her words, not mine. He said he kind of looked like he don't care nothing about himself. I say, whoa. I just want y'all to just pause for a second. Imagine if a man was saying that about a woman. Imagine if a black dude got on the internet and was just like, you know, I don't usually date them dark-skinned roughnecks, but, you know, man, you got to look for those. I usually date light-skinned women, and I almost passed up this dark-skinned because she look a little rough. That's what this lady said. That's what this lady said. Y'all, this can't be serious, and I don't know if it's just like a woman thing. Because, like, if you're a guy, and I'm pretty sure I'm speaking for most guys, you can have a type, but you definitely find an array of women attractive. Right? I'm not saying men don't have types. I'm saying there's no way that a man is going to be like, let me choose the ugly one that I'm not attracted to at all, because she seems like she has better qualities of the woman I'm looking for. No, like, you have to be attracted to her first. And even if it is different for women, right? Why the fuck would you be on the internet saying that out loud? Women don't think that men feel embarrassment. It's just that I feel like we know how to take it on the chin better and keep it pushing. Like, if her husband see that, he gonna be like, ah, girl, you so crazy. Make her feel like it's okay and just look crazy because she doesn't want to be embarrassed. Whole time, she's embarrassing him. And then, what's she going to do when they get into an argument? It's inevitable. I've been married for 5 years. You're going to get into an argument with your wife. Some bad arguments. What you going to do if Mr. Lightskin come whispering in her ear now? Because you know you're not her type. She says it openly on the internet. And no matter how bad you don't want to believe it, there's a lot of people who throw their hands up in the air and say, fuck it, the second they get into an argument with their significant other. There's a lot of people who do that. They get into a bad argument with their husband, wife, fiance, whatever. They like, you know what? I'm a cheat because I'm mad. Like, people really think like that, men and women. I just think we need to slow down. Like, before we post something on the internet, let's watch it back. Could you play that in front of your husband? And everything would truly be okay? Or would he give you a, girl, you crazy? Because if he's not going to genuinely laugh at that, why are you? God damn.
So I understand what that brother was saying. Like, why would you embarrass your husband out there? Why you putting this kind of information out there? But I have to say, once I went to her actual page, I understood what kind of content creator she is, and that embarrassment is not really a thing for her because of the kind of content she does.
Ouch, you stepped on my toe. You guys, it's Taco Soup Sunday. Baby, one thing about me, I got my lip gloss, my purse, and my shot, yada yada.
So as you can see, she's a pretty unserious person. So I'm pretty sure some of those words, calling him a country bumpkin and stuff like that, she may have exaggerated. But I understand what he's saying as far as if a man was saying this about a woman, I think women would lose their minds. Because for whatever reason, when men speak on dark-skinned women or putting light-skinned women over dark-skinned women, everybody goes into a frenzy. But if a man puts a dark-skinned woman over light-skinned women, it's no longer an issue. Even though both of those shades are different shades of black, it's okay to have preferences, but it's another thing to talk down on a whole group of people because of their skin color. But that's another subject for another time. But if I really pay attention to the message in her video that I think women and men could take away from her video, is that initially she had a type, and it was light-skinned men. This is what she was attracted to, men that was really into their looks. And then she went against the grain and kind of tried something new, and it worked out perfectly for her. When I think about that, I think about the women on the Pop the Balloon show that sit here and look at these guys that's under 6 feet and be like, nah, I don't really like men that are shorter than me while I'm wearing 7-inch heels. I don't really like men that are shorter than me. Completely walking right past a possible good mate all because of his height and because that doesn't fit your type. Now we sit here and we say, well, why don't you give that brother a chance? Because he's probably a dope guy. Instead, you go for the guy that's 6 feet and over, that got a whole bunch of other girls behind him, and now you got to deal with the headache of that. And then you complain as if there's no good men out there. See, we say these things, so this woman is basically the living testament of, instead of going for my type, let me go for something else. And it actually worked out for her. When you think about the word type or our type, like what your type is right now, more than likely you created a type, a fantasy in your head of what that woman should look like or what that man should look like during your most immature years of dating. Most people, they didn't create their type while they were adults. And when I say type, I'm talking about the physical type. So yes, I do believe that you should not be going for your type if your type has not worked out for you. Maybe you should try something else and your type will change into something that's more healthy for you.
The I'm not attracted to my husband video really isn't that shocking when you just consider that there are women out here who will give their bodies to complete strangers for money. So if a woman can do that, certainly she can marry a man she's not attracted to for stability. That don't really seem that far-fetched to me.
See, a lot of times our type is not actually healthy for us. Like, I'm about to tell y'all something about myself in the past. As y'all can see, I'm married now, so I ain't got these kind of problems no more. But one of the issues I had growing up, women used to be interested in me. College, high school, women would be interested in me. So I would always be interested in the girl that's not actually interested in me. Like, I always wanted to know, like, why you acting like, you know what I mean? So I would give her more attention than the women that are actually interested in me. So I'd get into these relationships. They would not pan out properly because I'm in a relationship trying to prove myself to somebody instead of being with somebody that actually chose me in the beginning. So I basically had to relearn all of that stuff. I was able to connect it to childhood traumas and everything. But that small change taught me that my type is the issue. I put it like this: I would not be comfortable with my wife getting up on here and saying this on the internet where everybody could see it. Now, if she's talking to her homegirls that understand her and understand how she talks and stuff like that, now that's different. I think about when me and my wife first met. She was living in California. I was living in Atlanta. I was out there for military duty, and I never would have fathomed doing long distance. Like, I was completely against the thought. But I always told myself that when I find my wife, I believe that God will put some type of obstacle to really make me choose her, and she would really have to choose me. I don't know. This is a belief that I always had before I was married. So I went against the grain of what I would usually do, which is just not do long distance, like kind of just date you for the time I'm around you and then just go back home and just do me. Instead, I gave it a chance, and it was one of the best decisions that I ever made. So the situation really wasn't my type because you're all the way out there, but going against what I'm used to, which is the women in Atlanta, I took a leap of faith, and now I'm married to this woman and we have a beautiful life together. One of the best decisions I've ever made. I always say, if you find a good woman, you found a good thing. If you find a good man, ladies, you found a good thing. But a lot of times our type gets in the way of us actually holding on to that good thing. And I think that's what that woman was trying to say, along with adding a whole bunch of other stuff that I think some people be thinking, but they're not about to just say it on the internet because everybody has different preferences. So the message, yeah, was really blunt. Her delivery was all over the place, but I think that was because she's such a jokey person, real goofy person. But at the same time, I think there's something that could be learned from that just because the situation is not a situation you would usually put yourself in, doesn't mean you shouldn't at least try it to see if maybe the grass is greener over here. Just like the ladies that say, I don't want to date a man that's under 6 feet. If a woman gets up on the internet and says, yeah, at first I was going to look past my man because he was shorter than 6 feet, but now I'm so glad that I looked past his height. Are y'all still going to be mad at her? I don't think so. No, I think y'all are going to say, that's a great message. Let these ladies know that we deserve a chance too. I think that's kind of the lines that kind of got confused on this message. I'm not saying anybody is wrong. I see everybody's perspective, but the overall message I think was effective. So anyways, y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, comment below. If you disagree with me, comment. Now, I mean, I'm all for us going back and forth in the comments, y'all going back and forth with each other in the comments, all that good stuff. All right, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. I think at 10,000 subscribers, I want to do some type of like giveaway or something. I have to do something, whether it's starting a Discord. If y'all want me to start a Discord, comment below. Like, what do y'all think I should do at 10,000 subscribers? All right, anyways, y'all, it's been your boy TybuggyTV. Until next time, man, I'm out of here. Peace.